Legendary friends, I'm with Leanne Elich, the psychology-driven business strategist. How are you, Leanne?
Yeah, I'm great, thanks, Ed. Thanks. It's good to see you. I got to finally actually meet you in person.
You too. Now, I've got to say, Leanne, you are absolutely larger than life. And I've got to say, I love the location you picked for the filming. This industrial location is just cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I like things a little bit sort of organic and raw, but then you can spice it up a little bit, like with colour and just a bit of randomness that creates a little bit of intrigue, because that a little bit of mysterious is good.
Now, I was going to say, Leanne, we were talking before off camera, you've created the science of sales and the periodic table of sales. Tell us all about it, Leanne.
Yeah, sure. Yep, love to. So my background is actually medicine. It is mainly in oncology is my specialty. I was a pediatric oncologist a long time ago. I moved into commercial, and for me there is a certain aspect of sales that is scientific. It doesn't come naturally to a lot of people. What people don't understand is that we're actually selling every single day. So even just trying to influence someone to make a decision or to accept our point of view, that's really selling. But there's certain components like the components of a periodic table, so the periodic table of chemical elements, where sales comes under. So I've transitioned that standard periodic table into a sales and business periodic table. So there's 21 elements that are broken down into 3 groups: mindset, skill set, and toolkit. And with all these elements and with these groups, it creates a formula of influence, and that's what enables you to master the art or the science of compelling selling.
Oh, incredible. And I notice next to you, you've got your incredible Business Mastermind workbook. Can we break it out?
Sure, yeah, let's break it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So recently published, actually. So this is my book, and it's and of course, yes, psychology driven, as you can see, because it all comes from the mind, and our mindset is the first group from the periodic table of elements. But it's actually about 25 years of work.
Wow.
It's how I have transitioned from the clinical aspect, taking psychology and behavioural communication into a corporate and a business world. And I have led many teams, sales and operations teams, in selling and implementing mainly medical technology, but now I diversify into all areas of business, but using a very structured approach that is more behavioural and pattern driven than transactional, because selling doesn't have to be buying something, it doesn't have to be a transfer of money, it's just a value and thought to create an action that you want. So breaking it down in the book allows people to understand the concept. What's really important with this too is and why I've called it a workbook, is that it actually, within each of the elements of the periodic table, are task orientated challenges and exercises, because for me it's important that you don't just tell someone what to do, that they develop that skill and they learn it. So there are ways to develop and ways to learn this art, way to understand the science, decode the formula, and then practice to be able to use this structure and this methodology in your normal working life. Not even working life, in normal life, when you're having conversations. So
that's incredible. So just on that one, what's a common sales tip you end up giving to a lot of people?
And this is where the psychology comes into it. So one thing in particular is very important to understand your customer and get into the head of your customer. So you have a product, you're the expert, you are passionate about it, you want to sell it, you know it's great, but how do you relay that to the customer? How does the customer realize how great it is? How does the customer know that's what they need or it's going to solve their problem? Generally, customers buy things because it solves a problem or brings them joy. They're the 2 main things. So you need to get into the head of your customer to then say, okay, well, this is why it's going to be suitable for me, or what's in it for me, as the sort of standard sales term that's been used for like 100 years in sales books. But the crux of it is that where does it benefit them? to be able to communicate that properly, you need to understand the profile of the customer, their communication preference, and also the way they want to be spoken to. So understanding those patterns and behavioural patterns allows you to adapt the way that you speak to then be able to engage and create that influence, which is the last part of the formula.
Oh, just fantastic. And I just want to say as well, this is incredible. How can people get in contact with you, Leanne?
Yeah, sure. So I have my website. So website is leanneelichconsulting.com, and that you can get the book is also available on the website. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram, Leanne Elich. I'm on Facebook, Leanne Elich Consulting. I'm also on Twitter. So most social media platforms I'm around, and normally can't be missed. Or you'll be able to hear me talking because I'm always talking.
You're always talking, but you're always saying smart stuff.
Oh, I love that. Well, thank you. I hope so.
You are, trust me.
You are,
trust me. Love what you're saying. Just so you know, I'm soaking it all in. I'm trying to wash myself in your words of wisdom.
Well, let's just thanks, Ed. Thanks. But I'm on LinkedIn is a good platform for me, and I meet a lot of people there, get a lot of clients from there, get people just engage with me there, and also my profile's quite comprehensive, so you can actually see the journey of how I got to where I am now and all the work that I did previously.
Oh, incredible. And Leanne, thank you so much. And just to our fans around the world, please like, share and comment and follow Leanne. Leanne, I want to give you the closing thought and final word.
Right, so for me, make sure you stay safe. Make sure you... I wasn't not prepared for this. I'm just trying to think what I can say. Stay safe. Always be yourself. Be genuine. Authenticity is key. But for me, it's important to engage with the right people, do the right thing, be fair, be kind, and with that comes success.